Hello, welcome back to the House of Valentina. I'm Valentina, and today we're gonna be talking about trends that we're going to avoid in 2024. I don't know about you, but I can at times be a little bit prone to trying out trends and then regretting it. I've done a few of these myself, and I have decided that I've been there, done that. I'm avoiding them. So we're gonna talk about some that are new, some that are a little bit crazy, that I'm actually thinking about trying. I need your feedback, okay? And then there's some that I'm like, I've already tried it. I'm not doing it again. Who's bringing these trends back? I don't know what these people are thinking. I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. I hope that this video is a bit of fun and a little bit of inspo and always encourages you to stay true to your own style. That's what I love about these videos, and I think it can just be, sometimes it's easier to describe what you don't want rather than what you want, and it'll help you find the path to your true style if that is something that you're still looking for. So I hope you'll find it super inspiring. I hope you will hit subscribe if you haven't already. I mean, our channel has hit over 350. I'm like, what? This is so crazy. I love it. I love the fact that we have such an amazing community of enthusiasts here that just love home and homemaking and all the stuff that goes with it. It's so much fun, but your girl needs to set down her coffee so I do not spill it all over myself, and let's get started. Okay, let's start with one that I have slight mixed feelings about this. Okay, number one, the trend I'm completely avoiding. I will try. I'm really gonna try. I really do not like disposable furniture. Now, by disposable furniture, that's where it gets into gray matter, okay? Like, I think some of us know that there's furniture that's literally like practically single use, right? Like, it's air mattresses that inevitably will end up with a hole in them. It's chairs that, are made of cardboard. Like, there's this actual disposable furniture. So I'm talking more about furniture that you just know it's just too cheap. And it's so hard because it's so easy to get sucked into places like Amazon. Don't get me wrong. There's a reason we have Amazon Lives every Saturday. It's because I love Amazon, and you can find some beautiful items on Amazon. And I share those great finds. But you have to watch out because sometimes the furniture is so cheap and it's just gonna fall apart. And trust me, it's not just sold on Amazon. We're definitely not picking at Amazon. It can be anywhere. And I think that as I'm building out my house, I've tried harder and harder to save up for areas that I really want to invest in the furniture for those areas. And so I'm buying less and less, and that feels good to me. I really like this. Does that mean that I don't like to go to places like IKEA? Try to drag me away from there, okay? I love IKEA. I think they have so many great finds. But I do think that really stopping and asking yourself if you're just jumping onto something because it's cheap, it's at Home Goods, it's IKEA, it's Amazon, wherever it is you're shopping, TJ Maxx. Lots of fun places to go to find great things, but you really have to ask yourself, is the quality here? Because if it costs $100 and it lasts for a year, it's not really the best, right? What if you spent $500 and it lasted 10 years? Ooh, now we're talking. I would try to aim for going for what will really last you, because I think you'll really be able to build out a really beautiful home that way. And then every now and then you're just gonna find some amazing deal. I've got some great cabinets. I'll leave the link for them that are up at the top of my stairs, and those were from Amazon and they're actually made really well. So sometimes the price the price really isn't the important part. The important part here is the quality. That's the part that really matters. One of the other trends for 2024 is definitely going to be going green, and that is one I am not going to be avoiding because I definitely think we need to be going green more often, whether it's the paint color, it's the way that we eat. Getting more green into our lives is something that I definitely support. And so does our video sponsor for today, which is AG1. You guys know that I am a super fan of AG1, and the reason why is because this really changed my life a couple years ago when I was feeling super sluggish and I was having a little bit of brain fog, which is something I'd never dealt with before, and just really low energy. And when I started to research all the different products that were out there, it was so overwhelming. I just found myself not really even trying. I felt like it was something that didn't really have a solution. And then I discovered AG1. AG1 is amazing because it's comprehensive and convenient daily nutrition with 75 vitamins, minerals, and whole food sourced ingredients. It's made for just about everybody. It just takes the guesswork out of maintaining a healthy lifestyle. I really believe that this is so imperative to living in our homes. I really do think more holistically about everything, because when your home smells nice and your home is clean and things are in their place, it has a certain way of affecting the way that you feel. But we also have to take care of ourselves, and that's why I think this is so important and why I chat with you about it so often. This really does help you manage stress and cognition, along with supporting your digestive health and your immune system. AG1 really lays the groundwork to age well by building a foundation for mental and physical health by comprehensively supporting the whole body. That's foundational nutrition. The best part about it too is that it's really simple. So you can use the pack here, you can use the little scoop that comes with it. This is just so simple because you can also take these little packets when you travel. You can just pop one into your bag and have it with you wherever you're gonna go. And you just need 8 ounces of water and just give it a really good shake and you're ready to go. The flavor is delicious. Head to my link in the description below to get a free 1-year supply of AG Vitamin D3 plus K2 plus 5 AG1 travel packs with your first purchase of AG1. I'll leave all the details linked down below in the description, and thank you again to AG1 for being our video sponsor. Okay. One of the things that I also want to avoid is kind of the gimmicky items. Man, I feel like I should be better at this. I spend a lot of time talking to you guys about it. We chat about it. We say we're not gonna buy the gimmicky items. And then I'm like scrolling on my phone and I'm like, oh, a trash can that opens when I wave my hand over it. Oh, I need this. And then I get it, I'm like, it doesn't match my decor. Very cute, but doesn't match my decor, okay? It's things like that. Sometimes you'll see like fold away beds. You're like, oh wow, we can use it out in the yard. It can be a tanning bed. It can come inside the house. I mean, oh, someone could sleep on it. Like the things that we buy, those gimmicky, gadgety items. I mean, even just like the little things that go over the ends of the sofas, like the little flappy things. I don't even know what they're called, like the organizers for your remotes and things. Like items like that. They're just kind of gimmicky and kind of cheesy. They're cheap, and I am trying my hardest. Trying my hardest. Hold it in, girlfriend. Don't pull out the finger and don't just go and hit buy now. I really want to make an effort in this year to buy a few less of those because I usually return them. I'll get them and I'm like, yeah, got caught up in that moment. I really hope that whenever I share something with you that you will always sense that I have tried really hard to share with you something that I want in my own house for lots and lots of years. It's something that really is just beautiful and long lasting. And I mean, of course, like every now and then you might buy a little gimmicky item. I would say that the simmering pot that's clear is a little bit of a gimmick, but I mean, I love that thing. So every now and then you'll find something, some fun little gadgety thing that really is just life altering. But generally speaking, I think that most of the items that we buy for our homes really should have that lasting, timeless quality to them. That way you can actually complete your home, and maybe even eventually, instead of rebuying for your house over and over, maybe you'll save the money and buy something else or invest in something nicer or put it in a 401k or buy a second house and decorate that one. That's kind of how I think. Jack would accuse me of girl math on that one. But I do think that it's better to buy better quality, to not buy things that are just going to end up in your giveaway pile. I think avoiding those things will save you a lot of money in the long run and really help you to create a really beautiful home that you just really enjoy living in. Okay, this trend I saw on Pinterest as one of their upcoming trends, and they base all of these off of what people are searching for, and they call it Kitschens. And I am like, oh, okay, I really try to avoid kitsch just in general. You know, that's probably not gonna surprise you. I'm not against kitsch. I think I enjoy it for other people, but apparently this is very in right now with Gen X and millennials, and it's just like color has puked everywhere. So it's probably not gonna surprise you that I have learned myself. I used to use a lot of color in my home, and for me, I feel most at home in this palette. And I think that when you see trends like this, you can look at them and go, oh, that is so cute. Oh, that is so fun. So-and-so would love this, but it's not gonna be for me. I think this is one of those trends. It's just a lot of fun. It's really sunny and it's really bright. And if it's something that you really enjoy, I would never hold you back from that. I'll come over and I'm gonna enjoy it with you. I mean, like, serve me like an ice cream sundae with a cherry on top, lots of whip, right? Like, I feel like this color palette just has that sort of nostalgia to it, and the idea of it is just really fun and poppy. And I just know myself, I just like something a little bit more soothing, a little bit more laid back. So I think that you should definitely consider, what style do you really love? I hope through this year, we'll talk about that even more, about how to really understand yourself, the home you're living in and the home that you're building, so that your money is always well spent, because it's always cheapest when you only buy something once, no matter what it is. So yeah, for me, that's one I'm gonna avoid. Next up, we have Western Gothic. Now, when I first heard those words, I thought, ew. What? Western Gothic? And then you read what it is, and it's taking Western style and giving it dark, moody colors, and I was like, ooh, ooh. Are we going to avoid this, or are we gonna jump onto this? Let's talk about these things separately first, okay? First of all, why is Western suddenly in? I don't know about you, but I have really been enjoying the Yellowstone series. Well, it's funny because the show really isn't all that uplifting. If you're looking for something that's gonna give you hope, do not watch the show. I started out watching 1883 on the flight to New York from here, and I just couldn't stop watching it. I literally binge watched it and barely slept while we were up there, because I binge watched the show at night while Jack was snoring next to me. I just got so addicted to the show. And then there's 1923, and then there's Yellowstone. These shows have repopularized the entire idea of the West. I do think at times we have a little bit of a romanticized view of that, for sure. But in essence, this idea of the West and the cowboys and the open land and the Native Americans and everything that kind of went in with that culture, and so much of it is part of our culture in America. I think that that aspect of it and the celebration of the original origin people and this concept of the celebration of our heritage, I think that that is absolutely beautiful. I think that when you look at companies like Ralph Lauren, he's one of the few that does actually have collections aimed at that are like widely known about. And his Western style has gotten really popular again, and it's really making a comeback. And I've seen in fashion as well that everybody wants to wear the Western boots, everybody's wanting to have a part of that, and I just think it's really pretty. I really think it's pretty. I think it's really fun. I've seen even Europeans doing it, so it doesn't have to be necessarily an American thing. It's something that you can just love, that Western culture and the idea of that. Maybe if you're in somewhere like Texas or Montana, those are places where that style is just really normal for you and you see it a lot around you. For us, like, I don't really see a lot of that here in Atlanta. So it's something that I feel like I have like a little bit of a nostalgia towards. And I think it could be a lot of fun, especially when you use a lot of those. I loved Ralph Lauren's newest collection. I can't remember what tribe it was. Was it, hang on, let me look it up. Yeah, it is Navajo. It is Navajo. Okay, they did Ralph Lauren did an artist in residence collection with Naomi glasses. And Naomi is a 7th generation Dene or Navajo textile artist and designer whose love for the Navajo way of life is the center of everything she creates. I loved that collection. I was enthralled with it. I think that the Western style is one that's really, really beautiful and one I would love to explore more and know more about and maybe even travel out West more. And I think it's really cool. Now, the thing is that I thought was really funny is when I looked at this, I thought, and how would I bring that into my own style? And then when you bring in the dark, moody colors, the Gothic, the Gothic side, I guess I'm Gothic too, using dark colors like this. I don't know, I don't really think of myself as a goth, but you know, you never know. I could go there, I don't know. But I do think that that really does make it very relevant to those of us who do love these dark, neutral colors. And so I'm very curious about that. I think this could be very fun, and I'm very curious to know what your opinion is on Western Gothic. The next one is another one from Pinterest, and I was like, absolutely freaking no. This is Aquatecture, okay? Aquatecture. There's literally no way I'm jumping on this, okay? This is all about, apparently somebody is very interested in suddenly wanting to take the aquarium to another level. Well, as a person who's had a lot of aquariums over the years, I have gotten them all out of this house. We are not bringing the aquarium back. No way. I feel bad if you're like really into sea life and turtles and all those kinds of things, but for me, they need to be in their natural habitat, the oceans and the rivers and the lakes. They do not belong stored inside my house. I've had quite a few of those aquariums in all different shapes and sizes. We've had pretty little bowls. I bought one at West Elm and we had little goldfish in them and stuff. We just don't keep them alive, and that's depressing. And so I feel like they're better off in their natural habitat than dying inside my house. I can't live with it. I mourn and I freak because that's a living creature and we didn't keep it alive. I can't. I literally cannot deal with that, okay? So for me, there's the cleaning, there's all the maintenance, there's water issues. Like some people have like these huge water installations and I'm like, if that breaks, like that's in the center of your house. Like it's a bye-bye for everything. It's gonna touch everything. It's just one for me that I've been there, I've done that. The kids enjoyed their fishies over the years, but it's just too much work. It's too much work and way too high of a risk for these creatures. I think it's unfair to them to bring them somewhere that I know they're coming here to die. That's, yeah, fish hospice. Not one I want my house to be labeled. I just don't want it. So let me know in the comments how you feel about this one, because for me, it's a solid no-go. But I mean, maybe you're really into that and you want to get creative and add an aquarium and, you know, just use all different materials and create aquatic installations. This one, like, it's so far beyond me that I'm like, I don't even know how to talk about it really, because I'm like, it was hard enough just to have the tank and to like decorate that. I mean, that was fun, but yeah, I can't imagine trying to create an entire world. So that's a hard pass for me. You can let me know in the comments what you think about that one. But those were just some fun ones that had jumped, those are just some fun trends that had jumped out at me and really just get me excited and just kind of give you a laugh because you're like, oh no, and would I? I mean, I just think it's fun. Let me know in the comments if you think it's fun to see just different trends, what people are looking for, what suddenly is on the rise on Pinterest and what people are searching for. I think that is such interesting information. What is really out there and what people are wanting and craving, and I just love it. I hope you do too. I hope you hit subscribe if you haven't already, and give the video a big thumbs up, and cheers you guys. I will see you guys in the next one. Cheers, bye.